Okay, so we got to talk about this before I get into my roster video that I was talking about doing yesterday. Um, got up and watched Maximilian's video, a real talk video about DLC and Dragon Ball Fighterz in general, and he said something in the video that he kind of glossed over just because it's like, it's ridiculous. So I don't think that he wanted to really get into it, but I am, because it's fucking bullshit. And Bandai Namco, if you're doing this and you're not aware of it, you need to fix it. If you're doing it and you are aware of it, I don't understand how you can justify it in your head. So obviously I'm pissed off. I am excited as fuck for Dragon Ball Fighterz. I want to stream it on my channel. I want it to be a huge part of my channel. I want a whole bunch of things to happen for Dragon Ball Fighterz. I want it to be a success. Plain and simple. And so he was talking about the DLC because a lot of people are upset that they announced that there will be a Fighters Pass, which will include 8 DLC fighters additionally to the initial roster. And people are upset about that because, they're saying, well, how come you didn't put these characters in? If they couldn't get into the game, then why didn't you just delay it so that we could get those fighters? Yada, yada, yada. I understand why people are upset, but honestly, I mean, it's par for the course now. We all know that DLC is a part of the deal. I mean, we know it. Arcs has been doing that for a long time. Fighting games in general have been doing it forever, according to Max, which when he was explaining, I was like, damn, he's right. I mean, it wasn't, pay $15, but I mean, yeah, Street Fighter, then Super Street Fighter, then Super Ultra Street. So, I mean, he's right. So, I mean, we've been dealing with that forever. So, I mean, I'm not really, too broken up about it because I'd much rather, and I say this a million times, and you guys will hear me say it a lot on this channel when microtransactions and stuff come up. I would much rather have DLC and expansion packs that are choice than having microtransactions invade my game and infect it. I would much rather that. So the DLC is not what I'm here to talk about. As far as why it's happening, what I have an issue with, Bandai Namco and Arc System Works, I doubt that you guys have anything to do with it, but I'm just saying you're attached to this game, so I need you to hear me as well. You're doing everything right. Everything right. Okay? The game looks fucking spectacular. The marketing is on point. The character selection, even though some characters I don't truly care for, you're making them unique and varied, and you're definitely taking that to the next level. Everything. You're doing everything right. But how are you going to announce a special edition and a collector's edition collectively worth less, excuse me, not a collector's edition, a special edition and an ultimate edition, which we talked about yesterday. And I said, I'm buying the collector's edition, so I expect that everything they get in the special and ultimate editions, we will also be getting. And the only thing that we're not getting is the Fighters Pass, which is $35 on its own. How does that fucking make sense? How are these people that are going to pre-order the special and the ultimate editions that cost way less? I mean, the ultimate edition, which is more than the special edition, is I think it's $110. You are already, I'm spending $30 more than you on the collector's edition, okay, which comes with the statue and the art stamps and art boards and all that, okay? How is it that these people, and it's not your guys' fault if you want to pre-order those editions. I understand. You know, money is tight, and you can't just go out here spending $140 on a collector's edition. But that was something I wanted to do. One, for my channel, but two, for me, because I never really get those editions of games because they're steep. But I love Dragon Ball Z, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna pre-order the collector's edition. I went out the day it was announced that there was a collector's edition. I went out and I pre-ordered it. Now, I don't want to hear, oh, you're stupid for doing that, you shouldn't have done that, da-da-da-da-da. Guys, we can't be fighting about this, okay? That does not make sense that people that are paying less money get more content and get the Fighters Pass included in their purchase, and me, someone that's spending $30 more than they are, is not getting the Fighters Pass. And on top of that, I have to spend the $35 to acquire the Fighters Pass, which makes my purchase $175. $175. Now, I would feel better if you were talking about, oh, the Ultimate Edition, you still got to buy the Fighters Pass, so that would put you at about $140, which is what I'm paying base for the Collector's Edition. But that's not what's happening here. And that's fucked up. I don't flame me in the comments if you want. I don't give a shit. I do not want to hear about how this, you shouldn't have done it, you should have waited. No, that's trash. You can't tell me that I have to now shell out $35 more. Bandai Namco, that is not the wave. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking. I don't know how you thought you were going to get away with this, but this shit is not okay, bro. You need to fix that. You need to fix that, because now I'm conflicted. I don't even know what to do, because I want to be able to do an unboxing of this collector's edition. I want to be able to display my Goku statue. I want to do that. But it makes me feel so... It's like you guys don't give a shit that I'm spending my extra money. And you're going to literally ask me to spend $35 more to get all these DLC characters, which I want, because I want to play this game, and I want to stream this game, and I want to, I want to go all the way. I want to get really fucking good at this game. I mean... Guys, we still have a whole nother video to do. Like, I need to still do the roster video. I'll probably just stick this rant in the beginning. I'm sorry that you have to deal with 10 minutes of me pissed off ranting before I even get into this roster video. But, I mean, come the fuck on, Arc System Works. You gotta talk to these dudes. You gotta let them know, like, bro, the Fighters Pass gotta be included in the Collector's Edition. Come the fuck on, Bandai Namco. You gotta know that this was not going to be so. All the goodwill you've earned, everything. Like, why would you do this? Why would you do it? The only thing I can think of is greed, and that is not a good look. You do not want to be looking greedy out here right now when everybody is up in arms about microtransactions and shit. You do not want to look greedy out here, because people will catch on and they will be upset. Now, the only problem I have is that, like, it's a Dragon Ball Z game, so, people, if you're not a fighting game fan or a Dragon Ball fan, you're not going to give a fuck. So those are going to be the people that are talking shit to me. And I'll get some fans, too, that just want to be, contrarian and want to flame me for no reason. But I'm right. This is fucked up. It's fucked up. And we need to fix it. Anyway, that's my rant, guys. I shouldn't have to pay an extra $35 when I'm already shelling out $140 for this Fighters Pass. I probably will anyway, which is fucked up, because my gut is telling me not to, but I want the Collector's Edition, and I want the DLC characters, so it's like, fuck. If they don't fix it, I'm going to wind up having to do it anyway, and I'm going to be salty about that shit. Real salty. So... Anyway, on to the video. We're about to detail the roster, what I think it's going to be. And I hope you guys stick around for that. I apologize for the rant. Thanks for hearing me out. Peace.
Light and darkness crisscross. It got my crew pissed off. It's like my wrist off. I'm writing rhymes till time hits for my mind is a PM.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Grave back again. We're gonna be doing a Dragon Ball roster video today. We need to talk about what's gonna happen with the roster, who I think is going to fill out the last I believe 8 spots if there's 25 characters, 13 spots if there's 30 characters, and then we're going to detail what I think will be in the DLC Fighters Pass. I already made a rant video before, and it's about 10 minutes long, so I don't want to keep you forever. So we're going to quickly go over who's already announced. Then we will go through the 8 fighters I think will fill out the roster. And then I will do the next 5 to clear up 30 spots if there are 30. We'll see. I believe that the roster will top out around 25. So then that way with the 8 characters, that's 33 characters in total, almost 35. Which would go in line with what I said before about 30 to 35 fighters. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. So quickly, we already have, and I have my notes right here, so if you see me looking down or looking at my notes, that's why, because, you know, I don't want to fuck this up. I'm trying. So quickly, we have Goku Blue, or Goku Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue, Krillin, Piccolo, Gohan, Tien, 16, 18, Yamcha, Trunks, Frieza, Buu, Cell, Nappa, and Ginyu. So those are 17 fighters that were already announced. Those are all the fighters announced so far. Now Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta are wild cards because I believe that they're going to be part of the initial roster and not a part of the DLC Fighters Pass, just because, I mean, you're getting them for pre-ordering and you get them unlocked pretty early, so you'll probably wind up being able to unlock them at some point. So I don't have them on the DLC Fighters Pass. So hopefully those characters count in the initial roster. Then, after Ginyu, I think that we will get Beerus, Hit, Kid Buu, Deborah, Janemba, Broly, Bardock, and Videl. Now, I don't really want Videl, but we need more female fighters. Pretty much all we have right now are 18 and I believe Android 21, which I included her in the 30-person roster, but not in 25, because I don't know if she's going to be kind of like a boss character that you just unlock, or she could be a secret character. They haven't really told us yet. She might not even be playable, so who knows. So that's why I didn't include her. So that's 25 fighters in total. Now, I'm going to give you the next 5, but just remember, if it's 25 in total, we'll have 33 when it's all said and done, when all 8 characters from the Fight Pass are released. Obviously, if it's 30, we'll have 38. So, the next 5 would be Pan, Toa, Mira, Android 21, and Cooler. Now all those fighters that I named, some of them are far more popular than others, but I just think that we definitely need the ones that stick out to me that I named, we need Janemba, we need Beerus, we need Hit, Broly, Bardock. Everyone else is subject to change. Obviously, I don't know who's going to be in it, but I'm just saying those are the ones that stick out in my mind for the ones that should make this initial roster. Honorable mentions for the sake of you guys knowing, I love Dragon Ball, so the people that I would pick, just a couple honorable mentions, Pikkon, Ultimate or Future Gohan, because I don't think we would get both, obviously. I would prefer Future Gohan. He's my favorite version of Gohan. Then Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, those are pie in the sky wish list characters that I would love to see. They cannot please everyone, and I know that those characters will not be in the game, at least in some capacity. Maybe Ultimate Gohan. He is on the list. So let's go through the 8 DLC fighters that I believe we will receive. So we got Ultimate Gohan, Omega Shenron, Goku Black, Zamasu, Kale, Caulifla, Ultra Instinct Goku, and Jiren. Now, that's 38 fighters in total. We might lose a few along the way, might lose 5, but that's pretty much what I think the roster is going to be looking like for us. And that's just me. I have no idea. I'm just, these are the characters that I'm picking. I really think that the DLC fighters are important, because that is what's going to generate the hype for people that have jumped ship early to come back. Kale and Caulifla, I wanted to put them on the initial roster, but I just don't know if they have time to make those characters, and that's why they're on the DLC roster. But I do believe that they should make this roster at some point. 1, because we need more female characters, just more waifus in general, and 2, because they're fucking pretty awesome right now in Tournament of Power. So that's why I picked mainly super characters for the DLC roster, with the exception of Omega Shenron and Ultimate Gohan, which I'll speak about now. Now, I don't believe that Ultimate Gohan will make the initial roster, but I feel like we need another version of Gohan, because while Team Gohan is the most popular version of Gohan, I just Ultimate and Future Gohan, they both had such epic fighting styles, and I really think that they would benefit from being put in a game like this. So that's why I wanted to see one of them. And then I picked Omega Shenron because he's just simply badass. Like, simply the best character in GT. So we need to get some type of GT representation in here. Because they're not technically following canon, we could pull from anywhere. From the movies, from GT, from whatever is not canon. So I'm really hoping that they get at least Omega Shenron from GT, so we can have some GT representation, because GT wasn't great, but it's still part of my childhood, and I had fun during certain parts of it. So yeah, I don't want to keep you any longer than I have to, guys. The video's already gonna be around 20 minutes. Those are the characters I picked. Those are the ones that I chose. We'll see how right I am at the end of this. And yeah, just let me know, guys. Comment down below who you think is going to fill out the roster. You can do 33, you can do 38, however many. Make your predictions. Let me know your DLC Fighter Pass list, and we'll discuss it in the comments. Again, I'm pretty salty. I'm sorry. I'm just so salty about this fucking Collector's Edition shit. I can't believe we're not getting the Fighters Pass. That shit is fucking... All my Collector's Edition brethren and sistrins, we need to we need to fucking make some noise about that, because we can't let that happen. That is fucking insane. And we have time to fix it. You guys got time, bro. We ain't playing this game till January 25th at midnight, so let's get it. I don't want that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Your boy Grave is He's irritated, but he appreciates every single person that sticks around and every single person that rocks with him. We're trying to grow this slowly but steadily. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball Fighterz and much more on Grave TV. Until next time, Graves out. Have a good one. Peace.